Michael Hardwick was a child of Stonewall. He was made a pawn of the courts first by chance, then by his own choice. In turn, he became a galvanizing force for the gay rights movement. He became its John Brown when he bequeathed a version of himself to the public discourse around queer sex and queer lives. As his body weakened, he became a part of the legacy of America's shameful treatment of queer people during a time of tragedy. Hardwick's life provides us with nothing less than stark, haunting lessons on the sexual politics of the United States, from the dawn of the pill to the dawn of the HIV/AIDS epidemic. His outsized life forced America to come to grips with queer people and to acknowledge its moral failures towards some of its most marginalized citizens. Yet not long after his death in 1991, Hardwick had largely been forgotten, save for the moment when the Supreme Court overturned the decision bearing his name with another, 2003's Lawrence v. Texas, the text of which held that Bowers v. Hardwick had been wrong the day it was decided. Today, the memory of Hardwick has faded even more as queer life has made notable progress in the courts, in popular media, and in American culture. That progress has not included all queer people, however. Through selective and even distorted readings of the principles of liberty enshrined in the Constitution, today's Supreme Court has dismantled privacy protections established over a half-century of decisions, including the recently overturned 1973 ruling on abortion, Roe v. Wade. That judicial activism has authorized renewed surveillance of the most intimate aspects of our lives and has been enjoined by a new wave of anti-queer hatred. From manufactured anti-transgender panics to the threat of renewed enforcement of still extant sodomy laws, more than 60 years after those laws began to be dismantled, queer people remain at risk and on watch. Hardwick's life describes the toll exacted upon queer people in the contest for equality as it becomes clear that the contest has been re-engaged. It demonstrates how tenuous the definition of liberty is and how precious we should hold our privacy in an age where it faces a renewed and vigorous existential threat. It is invaluable in this moment to remind us of the power of resistance. His life maps out the terrain for queer people who must fight for their very existence and for their rights, knowing they may lose, only to establish a foundation for others to continue to fight after them.